What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome on back to Mass Effect. Now, don't forget, get your keeper as we go on down here, and we're going to go down to the wards. We got to look for Harkin, the corrupt CSEC agent. What's his rap sheet? It was drug use, skimming off the top, bad busts, abusing suspects, all that kind of stuff.
So Williams,
Real class act.
happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe bank's hard to port.
Oh, it's going to get so much worse, Ash.
A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
Ain't that the truth? A big gun and a confident attitude. Well, we'll have no shortage on big guns. That much I can promise you, at least. So now that we are down in the wards, we will eventually make our way on over to
Think we'll find him down here?
some of the markets and things like that, but I'm looking for keepers too at the same time. Gotta find our little creepy crawly green friends. They're scattered all around. Here's one of them. Yoink. Yoink him up. We need to swing by CSEC too for some of the same.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human
That's something else I really like about the elevator sections in this game, is it'll give you updates based on the things that you do.
Colonist enrollment has dropped sharply.
So right there it tells you nobody is signing up for frontier settlements anymore. Like the funding has been cut, volunteers have been cut, and that's because Eden Prime got attacked. Little details like that. And with the way the game works right now, you don't even necessarily need those loading screens. That's why the skip option is there. They used to be necessary, but they're not anymore. Another keeper right there. This would take us direct to the bar, but if we go the other way, then we'll swing by the medical facility too, which is where we want to go first things first. I just wanted to grab him before we come back here. Because we will be coming back into this alley, but it'll be during a very dramatic situation. So if you don't grab it now, you'll end up getting cut off by cutscenes. Here is our access to the markets and the medical center, but not yet. We gotta find out where Garrus is before we go to the medic center. Can take a look at the scenery though.
Big place.
Indeed.
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station, it's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
Yeah, no kidding about it being a city though. You remember what the lady at reception said? She said she was taking care of like trillions of customers basically throughout the galaxy. But here, I think the I gotta look at the codex, but I think it's somewhere around like 60 million or something people live on this station.
The council represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Or maybe they just don't like humans.
Why not? We've got oceans, beautiful women, this emotion called love. According to the old vids, we have everything they want.
When you put it that way.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first. Sir.
That will be enough, Chief.
Let the the mask slip for a second though, huh?
At ease, Lieutenant. You can't see her in a skirt anyway.
Damn straight you can't.
You know, without dinner first. Yeah, I think we probably should. I mean, I'm a fan of the thigh-high boots though, and sign me up for that. That would be a sight to behold. I think there's another codex down here if we look on over this balcony. I think. There it is, yeah. Observe the nebula. I mean, look at how big this place is. Can you? And they said they have what, 200,000 CSEC officers policing all this. The insanity. That would be like police in New York City, but like 10x. Godspeed. That's the medical center where we'll be going later. But for now, we are going to dip down this ways. We'll take the stairs up right there too. That's going to take us to the club that we heard about earlier. I think that club is Flux. We got Officer Lang there to talk to, but the extranet codex and the keeper is the main reason to come down here.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right?
Indeed.
I was on Mindwar during the Blitz. Saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just
Won't be the
never
first
thought I'd
fan
meet
we'll meet
someone
this
like you in
episode.
person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
It's a crazy thing to think about that. How he said his grandfather was a cop back on Earth. Like, you gotta wonder how often these people even get to revisit Earth. Like, most humans won't even have been born on Earth at a certain point, right? It'll be just a distant memory in the distance. The little bead on the horizon where your species came from.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there,
Yeah, we'll
Commander.
be heading there in a
You
second.
should check it out when you have some time.
I sure will. What do you think about Spectres?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
The naivety of youth. Let's see if he knows anything about Harkin. We haven't run into him yet, so...
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you
Trying
know.
to respect the chain of
Working on the
command, huh?
job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
I think when it comes to Harkin, I think all, if not 99% of that would be
Probably
true.
real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
I don't think... Where does this go? It goes to CSEC Academy. Let's save that for a little later. We will swing by CSEC, but we'll do that later. For now, let's go to the club and the markets, because we got some licenses to buy. If you remember, I told you guys last episode, there are some very important licenses to buy. And we have Mrs. Emily Wong here, which is... It's important to talk to her here, too.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard!
Yes?
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
Absolutely.
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Need to know a little more about that first.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
Why me above all else?
You've got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
Our reputation precedes us. And things like that is what I meant when I said the background profile you pick affects everything. It will give you unique side quests. It'll give you unique interactions with people, like this, for example. She thinks we're a good pick because of our background profile. Doesn't affect too much, but they will talk about it and it does play an effect. It's a nice little touch to make your playthrough more unique compared to everyone else's.
How do you know
I
I'm
like when they do
investigating
things like
anything
that.
here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
Why not?
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
I hope not. And now we can check out the bar we've heard so much about. The markets are just through that little exit down there, which we'll go to after we check out this bar. Also a cool little gambling minigame in here if you're into that kind of thing. I'm usually not, but, I mean, sometimes, why not, right? We will be coming back here, too, for a certain quest.
Say that around.
What? Everyone knows Fist is one of the local criminals.
Maybe.
Oh, I can't show you the dad dance yet, that's tragic. The dad dance is hilarious.
It's out of my hands, Rita. I'd bring her back in a second, but she doesn't want to come.
I know. I'll see if I can talk some sense into her next time I see her.
Rita is the main reason we came here right now.
You know how stubborn your sister can be. The more you push and prod, the more she'll run away.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
Well, I was just eavesdropping on your conversation like a weirdo. I was wondering if I could help you with anything.
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left too. Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Chora's den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
It's so funny to me how Shepard just walks around like staring at the back of people's heads, listening to their conversations in these games. It's really funny to me. And they're just so willing to let me help.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No. It's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Chora's den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you.
We gotta head to Chora's den anyways. That's where we're gonna find Mr. Harkins. So, and up here is the gambling minigame, but also a keeper. We're not gonna gamble just yet, but we will be back to do a little gambling side quest in here. But for right now, we just want this little guy. Yoink. And we're well on our way to getting that keeper quest done. I think we're probably around half now, maybe. Must be getting up there. I think there's 2 more in the market district too. We're gonna chit-chat to one of our first Solarians down here as well. Although I guess we did already meet Shorbin, so it's not technically our first Solarian. I think there are 2 licenses in the markets. I think. I believe there's a keeper on our right as we go through this door. And then we'll swing back around to the bar. Oh, I had that wrong. There is one in the back corner though. And this is a recurring theme throughout all 3 games.
Look, I know it was you. I remember.
This man right here is trying to get his refund for the entire trilogy.
You humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry then. I can't help.
But
it's like that sometimes, my friend. That's the keeper that we wanted. And we are going to speak to the other fan right there, Conrad Verna. But first, we got chit-chat to this guy.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colony.
This guy's going to have some interesting commentary on the colonies that we haven't found yet, too. So let's dig into that a little.
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharos? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon.
We definitely will. Those are 2 very important locations.
My goods are available to all.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital...
The serious look on our face.
Very cold. Very snowy. I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
What about Pharos?
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
Some subtle foreshadowing there about Pharos. Hasn't heard his contact in a while.
Show me what you've got.
But now let's get to the meat and potatoes while we're talking to the little Volus in the first
I'm sure
place.
you will find something pleasing.
And if this is the Elkos Combine one, it is. This is the important one that you absolutely must get. If you don't care about loot and side loot, get the Elkos Combine one. That one actually comes important in Mass Effect 3, so you definitely need to pick that up. I don't think we... Yeah, we have no reason to do any of those. We don't need to sell anything just yet. And this guy's going to be a recurring theme too.
It's you.
He's actually directly tied into that Elcos Combine thing back there, too, for the third game, so make sure you speak to both.
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
They might exaggerate a little.
I spend most of the time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Why not? He seems like a nice guy so far, right? Just asking for a picture. I don't want him going away with the attitude of don't meet your heroes.
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work.
I don't know if that's
but
true.
Next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
Yeah, I'm not sure how thrilled your wife will be, but Godspeed, Conrad, if that's what you think. Anything to help your marriage, I guess. Alright, now this is the market. The underbelly.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Well, let's see how good many there
Let me
are.
see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think.
Mainly just checking for licenses here.
You will see.
Which, the licenses are always in standard items. The cut back to the stair. He's like, you gonna show me? There you go. Elanos Risk Control is the one that we want. And we will take the... No, it's 3,000. We can't afford that yet. Metagel can be good, so maybe we'll grab the first Metagel upgrade too. It's only 200. And then I gotta remember to come back and grab that grenade upgrade whenever we have the funds. And then this connects back into that little alleyway where we got that first keeper. Yeah, we got the keeper, and this is gonna be the bar that we needed to check out, so we may as well, right?
That's him.
That's me. Assassins. So somebody came here looking for us. You're gonna hit that. I'll hit this. Be able to smoke these guys pretty quickly. Oh, he popped his immunity. That's cute. Right, let's hit you with that. And then let's get our shields back. Now we'll smoke him off. Pick that head up for me. Around that corner, you're making a very bad decision. You get hit with all kinds of biotics. I'll sabotage. Double sabotage him, actually. I'll get rid of his shields. Now you can just gap close. Howdy, friend.
Those were Saren's men.
That's it. Bag him and
Like he pointed out, those were Saren's men, so Saren's got his finger on the pulse here. He knows exactly what we're up to, which is unsurprising, right? He's a Spectre. That makes sense that he would know, but him knowing that we're here before we really knew we were coming here, it's definitely leads to signs of corruption here in this place. This is basically just a seedy strip club.
Back off, Wrex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here.
Man, I love Wrex.
This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Wrex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Yeah, we will absolutely go chit-chat to Wrex here in a second, but first, got some conversations in the bar.
Reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
What did that other Krogan want? Wrex?
Personal matter.
Not real chatty, is he?
Yeah, I think we're
Goodbye.
Unwelcome here, Ash.
Enjoy the club.
He is hawking.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian CSEC officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is. But you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Well, how would you know about any secret the captain had, little scumbag?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The hero's fall. Classic tragedy.
Not something you could ever relate to, huh?
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk.
Yeah, I figured that by Saren's men showing up outside.
Might as well spread them around.
This dude's so repulsive.
You're a pig.
Just noticed that now, did you?
Why should I believe a drunk like you?
Fine, ask Anderson. I bet he tells you. He's too stupid and proud to lie right to your face.
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
We know exactly where that is, so we'll be leaving this scumbag here now.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Yeah, hopefully you drink one too many if you catch my sentiment. Here's Jenna, their girl's sister.
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
This isn't a game, Jenna. These people are dangerous.
Now you sound like my sister. Why is everyone so concerned about me? I can take care of myself. I need to go. I'm not a stripper. I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
Charming girl.
Yeah, she has a real appetizing attitude. And he is General Septimus.
Commander. What do you want?
I'm here on Shaira's behalf. Your lies are hurting her.
Good! Her lies have been killing me for days. I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
'Cause she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet!
It's like I said, she became his bedfellow, was warm in his sheets, and then he caught feelings. She cut him off, ice cold.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ha, war. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
Couldn't hurt.
I don't think it could hurt.
Right?
Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira...
Better than being belligerent in a strip club.
Even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
Absolutely.
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
So he's the reason why that distressed L-Corps in the embassies that we met when we first got here. He's the reason that the L-Corps there was freaking out, because he got hurt by the head whore of the whorehouse, and so he decided to spread around that he stole the secrets, and now the L-Corps is getting toxic about it too. It turned into a little love triangle.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the L-Corps.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an L-Corps diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers.
The only thing they ought to do.
Thanks, Commander. You know, You might make a good general yourself one day.
I love that line. That line is perfect considering where this place goes.
So upset about a woman.
That's because you don't understand women, Kate.
Oof. You know, I think she might be onto something though.
I see why this place is so popular. It's got quite the, view.
Hey, Lieutenant, put your tongue back in your mouth before you trip on it.
He's a fan of Asari, so.
And we walk into a bar filled with men drooling over half-naked women, shaking their asses on a stage. I can't decide if that's funny or sad.
What? You don't think they're here because of the food?
Well, love is a common language, isn't that what they say? Here's this guy.
Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre.
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
You're probably right. Still, I'd like to hear what the captain has to say about all this.
You and me both, and we'll definitely get that.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
Are you talking to me?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
You're very subtle, Chelik. Like every single lowlife in here doesn't know exactly when a CSEC undercover walks in, based on everything with Saren and everybody else. Pretty sure this whole establishment is actually like a syndicate bar, so I'm sure they know exactly who Chelik is. Which is why it's a bad idea for Jenna to be involved in that. Anyways, we got a line on Garrus now. We know that he's in the medical center, so it'll be finally time to go ahead there. We'll just skip mosey on back across where we already went to. Pretty sure Conrad will be gone by now, so we don't have to worry about running into any more fans in the meantime. I don't think there's a keeper in the medical center, but she sells some cool things too. She actually sells the medical implant for your armor that buffs the hell out of your health regeneration passively, so every time you get out of combat, if you took a little damage, by the time you get to the next encounter, you'll have all your health back. So I definitely want to pick those up, but I doubt we can afford them right now. But if we do a quest for her, we will get a discount, so definitely worth doing. Especially if you're playing on Insanity like I am, then you want as many of those little upgrades as you can get. Which means we gotta start selling things eventually, but I don't have my full party complement yet, so.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or... Who are you?
Let her go!
That's a hell of a shot. Garrus don't play.
Finally, some action.
Well, Ash is encouraged to shoot people, as you can see. Yeah, these thugs aren't gonna hold up well at all. I don't know who sent you, but he overpaid.
Think we're good, Commander.
Get that meta job back, and we will talk to Garrus here in a second. See if there's any goodies down here first. But we totally could have shot that fire containment thing and blew his ass up. I think it hits him with the cryo blast when you do that.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
I know those men threatened you, but if you tell us who they work for, we can protect you.
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Quarian?
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker?
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a smart decision.
Stupid, even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
And the Shadow Broker, like we learned about last episode, is the biggest information broker in the galaxy. He knows everything about everybody and sells it to the highest bidder. He literally influences galactic politics. But getting on the wrong side of that guy would cost a pretty penny, I would imagine.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
That's enough for me. You sound like a perfect addition to the team.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Wrex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the C-Sec Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Wrex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Well, we know exactly where to get there, too. And let's add... We'll get Caden because he's our box opener. Let's get Garrus into the team real fast. And let's see if we can talk to Michelle about anything.
Me from Fist's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance.
Gotta get that discount from her.
I chose to keep the medical tradition alive, but not the military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
If we get the discount yet, we might get the discount for the next part of her quest.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Okay, right, so we don't have the discount yet, but these medical exoskeletons are the ones that you want. 3.5 health regeneration a second, and toxin resistance, and reduction in power cooldown. So you get your power back faster, you get your health back faster, and you get toxin resistance. It's all just good. The first aid interfaces, and the medical interfaces, and the exoskeleton, it's all good. It's all very, very good. But we don't have the discount yet, so we'll be back. And I think... At this point, Garrus, you probably are the only one that has points. Yeah, you are. Alright, so for you, we're obviously going to get your assault rifles up. He has access to electronics too, so he'll be a perfect complement to us. But we'd have to level this up first to unlock electronics. Which one unlocks electronics? Required first aid, 7 points. That's how you get electronics, all the way up to first aid. So we're not going to touch your decryption, because I'll be able to do that. So instead, let's get you on up here. For next level up, I can get him his electronics. You already got some points into assault rifles, so now let's do Turian Agent. And then yeah, I'll get my decryption up to work alongside him, and then he can open the electronic stuff. That'll work out pretty good. Okay, so we could beeline it right back to the bar and deal with what's going on with Fist, but we just heard from the good old ultimate friend here, Garrus, that Wrex is in the C-Sec Academy, and we are yet to go there. So you already know we got Keepers and Codex to grab inside there, and this is our little one-way trip to the C-Sec Academy, so we'll definitely go there. I think Chelik is in there too, but we're actually not going to talk to Chelik until after we get done with a lot of this stuff.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed.
Hanar are the hippie jellyfish, by the way.
The has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Like, I don't know if you can imagine a bunch of floating jellyfish locking tendrils, protesting things like that, but it's quite funny. Here's Wrex.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Wrex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Man, I love Wrex. Krogan are savages. They are not to be fucked with.
Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you a fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
I like your
Fist knows
enthusiasm.
you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
I'm a fan of that.
Glad to have you on the team, Wrex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
Me too. Yeah, I like the way he says that too. Obviously, the actual way that works is the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but I like the way he phrased that. Seek the enemy of your enemy and you will find a friend. It's something about that just sounds better. So we have a requisitions officer down this way, and there's a keeper down here, I believe, by the lockers. Yes. It's another keeper for the mix. We're not going to talk to the requisition officer just yet, because his stock doesn't open up fully until a little later. And now we're going to go to Citadel Control, which is right up these stairs. That's where Chelik is too, but we'll also be skipping him for a little while. There's going to be a major plot event coming up, and when we get that plot event done, we're going to get access to way more abilities on our charm bar, and we need those.
Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorban, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, we know something about Shorban. We've met Shorban.
I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry. Hey there.
He just walks away.
You're not C-Sec, are you? Did you want something?
No, I was just being nosy, spying on your conversation. I know something about your friend.
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance.
But I don't see him here now.
I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
I'll talk to him.
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban.
We know Shorban.
You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban? That's the guy who asked us to scan the Keepers.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
Yeah, this little Volus is certainly not manipulative at all.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
And we'll be back to talk to the little Volus though too, over time.
Hello, Commander.
C-Sec doesn't have any commentary on that. And so that would be Chelik's office, but up here is what we actually came here for. This is where there's a bunch of codex and some keepers. So here's the one keeper. And then on these PC monitors around this room, we got all kinds of codex XP we can grab. And then one in the weapons locker here too. And we have an elevator, but we won't be taking it. For right now, I think, looking at where we are in these quest lines, I actually think that'd be a pretty good spot to split this one up before we head back to Fist's bar. So thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Mass Effect. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.